Hello, everyone. I'm Ray Sanders, and welcome to this special edition of the Ray Sanders Leadership Podcast. I'm coming to you from one of my most happy places on the planet. I'm down in Rosemary Beach in Florida, having a vacation and a time of getaway. But I wanted to connect with you and touch base with you based upon some of the thoughts I'm having while I'm here on vacation. The thought is it really possible to know God? Did man create God? Or did God create man? What does it mean to experience God, especially in a beautiful place like this with this ocean slapping at the beach here in my background? Is it even possible? How would we know if we could know God and if we did? You know, it's been said that we can reach God through prayer, meditation, certainly scripture, and through his creation. But if we really think about it, God is love. And if God is love, when we see love, we see God. So the question is, when we experience love, are we experiencing God? I believe we are. Do we limit God by what we see and do? And do we put him in a box? Do you ever feel like you put God in a box? If he wanted to communicate to us, could he? You know, I feel like there's at least three ways that God can speak to us. Without question, he speaks to us through his word. He speaks to us through worship. And he speaks to us through the world. You see, I barely believe that if we seek him, we will find him. If we look for God, we'll find him. We can look for him in his word. If we take the time to do a daily devotion, spend some time in the scriptures, I believe that he really will show up and that he will speak to us through the very ancient scriptures that are out there. I also believe that he'll speak to us through worship, and he'll speak to us through the arts and music and prayer and things like that. And even a church service, as we try to worship him, he will actually speak to us. It's a dialogue. It's not just a monologue. And then there's days like today where I think that God will just speak to us through his creation. He'll speak to us through his creation. As I look out across this beautiful ocean, I can't but wonder how it was created. What's the design behind it all? Did it just happen? And then I think about the fact that through the world, through not just through his creation, but through his creatures, there's people like my wife and my kids and people I work with, that God oftentimes will speak to me through the very creation that he has put together by knitting me and others together as human beings. And then certainly speaks to the world through circumstances. I've had things happen that I just thought, wow, that was a real God wink. And as I open my eyes and I open my ears and I tune into his channel and his frequency, it's kind of like this spotting scope. I bought this spotting scope recently, and I've been coming to the beach for more than 20 years. And this is the first time that I've used this spotting scope. And as you might imagine, as I've used this spotting scope and I've turned it out towards the ocean and out towards the beach, I'm beginning to see things in a whole new way. So I wonder if that might be how God is trying to speak to you and me. If we search for him, if we seek him, if we keep our eyes and ears open, will we find him? Will he communicate to us? Is it possible to experience and know God? I think it is. I think it is possible. As I look out across this ocean and I look to the skies and I look to all that's here, I can't help but think there's more to it than just me. There must be a creator. If I will seek him, I think I will find him. I don't know where you're at today. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're still at work and you're driving into work or you're at the gym working out. I don't know what you're doing. But something tells me if you open your eyes and your ears, you will find God and you will experience him. And in doing so, you will experience his love. Keep your eyes out for him today. I think he's communicating. Are you listening?